Welcome back, guys. This is JT, and we are at the tiny house build site. You've been hearing a lot about it. Here it comes. First time seen on the internet. So, this is the front of the tiny house, or the back, depending on how you'd like to say that. That is the trailer hitch. So I like to call this the front because it's closer to the car or truck that's pulling it. As we go to the side, you'll see we have 4 windows. The 2 on the top are going to be those awning out. As you see, one is open. That's just kind of ventilation at the moment. We are about 35% done with the build. We are in the dry in stage. Everything's dry. Nothing gets damaged when it rains. So as you can see from right here, we've got the lower deck, and then we've got the shed roof, and then we've got the upper deck. So that's gonna be for sunning or who knows, stargazing, whatever. It's something different. I've never seen it done, so I thought, why not put a double deck? So, got a nice little keypad lock so that people can't get in, or maybe if I have groceries or whatever. I like to leave my keys in the car. So for me, that's going to be the easiest way for me to not have to carry keys. So, here we come in. This is an 18-foot trailer. 2 feet of it is going to be this deck outside. So as we walk in, this is the foyer, guys. It's got a nice open feel to it. Above is going to be the guest room. And I'll put the camera up here so you can see the guest room. It's about roughly 28 inches deep, the guest room. It's long enough that you can put somebody up there, but not comfortable enough that they'll want to stay. So as we leave the guest room, we enter the great room. This is going to be the living room section. And the living room section will tuck up under the master bedroom to about right here. This is where the bathroom will start. This is where the closet will end, about right here. So all the hanging clothes, jeans, and then there'll be shelving right here. This space is super important to me, guys. A lot of people can go without a whole bunch of storage stuff for their clothes. I'm not one of those people. I won't have a washer and dryer, so I will be making trips to friends' houses or laundromat to do my laundry. So having enough clothes to make a week and a half, that's going to be important to me. So underneath the master bedroom on this wall, this will be where the sink will be allocated, right under this nice little window. There'll be a cupboard section right here. The range or cooktop, and then I'll have either a toaster oven or maybe like a Turbo Chef, not something that you would see in a restaurant, but something big enough to cook, I don't know, a roast. Probably not going to ever cook a turkey. I haven't in my past, so I don't know why I'd do that in my future. So we're going to take up this ladder, and we're going to walk up to, or climb up to, the master bedroom. Now, as you can see, guys, this project, my father and I, we decided to overbuild a little bit. So the studs are on 16 off center, and there's a lot of double up. There's a lot of purlins. You know, this is going to be on the road. We felt build it hard, more sturdy, so, you know, worst case scenario, if something does run into us, it will get damaged and not necessarily the tiny house. So as you see the top section, there's quite a few purlins. They're, you know, 4 studs side by side. All the corners have 4x4s or, you know, 6x6s in the back corner, because that's going to be where the, I guess it's called a shearing wall, where the weight will be pushed back. So we don't want any racking, which means your house will kind of go back and forth. Also on the roof, you see how we've got purlins in a line. This place, everybody I've talked to that's a contractor said this is quite built. So we shouldn't have to worry about anything like that. Got some camping gear up here because I have spent a couple nights here just for fun. You know, we got a dual laminate beam for the roof in case we want to park a car up there. It should be sturdy enough, but like I said, the master bedroom, as you can see from the middle, is going to be about 2 to 3 inches taller than myself when I sit vertically. Okay, it is about 9 feet deep, but you know, mostly it'll be sleeping up here. I'm not going to be entertaining too much in the bedroom. I mean, there will be entertaining, but it won't be you know, hang out in the bedroom type adventure like most people do in college. So that's kind of the tiny house, guys. The project has taken a while, but it's been very rewarding, kind of building your own space. It's totally paid for, everything I've done to this moment. I don't have any outstanding bills, which was very important to me. I didn't want to take out any loans or borrow money so that I could start building my personal house. That has taken a lot more time. You know, the windows just alone, the windows have to be a, what is it called? Like a shatter glass, like you would have on your car, because this is on the highway. So these windows can't be regular windows, they have to be tempered glass, that's what it's called. So tempered glass windows cost more. Everything costs a little more if it's going to be on the road. So for me, you build it once and you'll have it and it'll be good to go. So we've been taking our time. We've been trying to make everything sturdy and kind of fun at the same time. I'm not one of these people that wants to project for 8 hours, 10 hours a day. I'm much more into, you know, 2 hours at a time, 3 hours. You know, that way you don't get burned out on your project. I bought those shims. If you can tell, I'm going to show you what's going on this door. So we set the door, and you see how it's about, you know, a ½ inch to, you know, a couple eighths out right here. We just didn't set it very well on this side. This side's tucked up against right where it needs to be, and we did have some shims on this side. We had some shims on the top, and I guess we ran out of shims, but you see how this pulls away from the locking mechanism? That is because when you screw in, we actually pulled this away from the door frame. So we're going to release some of these, push this back just a little bit, put a couple shims in, and then hopefully you'll have this space right here and not this big gap right here. Okay, guys, so this is the tiny house. Right now the build site's not bad. If you look around, we got a nice little lake out here. We can fish if we want to. We can fish. This side is the side that I actually fell off of. So I was up here working on the roof, putting in that, I guess it's a drip plate or something, I don't remember what it is, but you drill it to the fascia board. And I actually fell off the ladder and landed in this section right here. In between this tree, I actually broke some of this tree and landed kind of partially on this stump too. So that caused a little havoc to my body, but it's not totally flat. So it wasn't the worst fall ever. But there were some dangers with building the tiny house so far. But we are going to go over some projects with the tiny house. If you guys have any questions about any part of the build, troubleshooting, anything that should be avoided, comment below, and like and subscribe if you're part of the Tiny House Nation. If you're part of any community that'd like to know more about tiny houses or just JT's life, shoot me some questions. But at that note, we're going to say goodbye and have a great day, guys.